No, Squidward, I would be depressed too. Like, all I have is a low-paying job. I have no girl. I suck at the clarinet. I have no friends. Who wouldn't be depressed? Like, come on. Would anybody want Squidward's life? Yo, what's up, guys? Prince Charming. Terry will be checking out 10 inappropriate cartoon moments that will ruin your childhood. So a lot of kid cartoon episodes or kid cartoon shows we watched as a kid, they're very bad for you guys. Very bad for you. No, it's not that they're bad for you. It's just that these writers tend to like slip in adult jokes in cartoon shows. And you don't really notice it because you're a kid and your mind doesn't really know about those things yet. But when you get older, you start realizing, wow, they got away with a lot of things. So I'm going to be showing you the top 10 inappropriate moments that will probably ruin your childhood. I'm sorry. So if you're still a child, this is probably going to ruin with the life you have right now. So make sure you hit me with that follow on YouNow. I do streams where I do gaming, I do vlogs, I call you guys live on the air, everything at Prince Holcomb, link in the description below. Also, can you drop a like on this video? Can you hit that thumbs up for your boy? It really helps me out. Like this video for me. Also, make sure you subscribe, turn your post notifications on so you never miss one of my perfect, beautiful videos. And go ahead and comment something that ruined your childhood. Honestly, this didn't really ruin my childhood, but for the longest, I thought Link's name was Zelda. I know, guys, I know. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment this video. Enough of me talking. Let's check out the most inappropriate moments that will ruin your childhood. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Number 10, Tiny Toon Adventures. This cartoon
Looney
is a spin-off
Tunes.
of Looney Tunes, and many people remember it as a very light-hearted show. On September
I
18th,
remember this!
1991, an episode titled Elephant Issues was released, and the third segment completely changed the way people looked at the show. This episode was supposed to teach children a very valuable lesson, but instead it just angered parents. In the episode, Buster
They were
found
getting
a
lit.
beer in the fridge, and he decided to share it with his friends. After they finished drinking it, they immediately showed signs of being drunk. Their eyes were bloodshot, and they were beginning to slur their words. Buster, Plucky, and Hampton
They're even
went
drunk
outside
driving.
and found a police car with the key still in the ignition. They stole the car so they could go for a joyride. They passed a sign that read, "Now leaving reality," and then another sign that said, "Danger road ahead." After driving the car up the mountain, they crash into a
Oh my
The
gosh!
episode ends
You're
with
not
them dying
surviving
and their
that.
souls going to heaven. Many people believe that this episode was not the right way to show children the dangers of
Are you
drinking and
serious?
driving. After airing it once, Warner Brothers decided to ban it.
Bro, how can you possibly think that would be a good idea? First of all, they showed alcohol. You never need to show alcohol in a kid's show. And then they got them drinking it. They got underage kids drinking it. They even go for a drunk joyride. They got lit and then started driving. They had a cop on their tail. They said, "Oh, we gotta make the race. We gotta hit the race. We take K-47. We ain't going to jail. We ain't catching the case." But the worst part is that they drove off a cliff and they actually crashed and died and went to heaven. Don't know if you'll go to heaven in that situation. But still, yeah, it was a good thing Warner Bros. Did ban this, because golly, I can't believe they thought they can get away with this.
Number 9, Transformers. Many
Ooh.
people criticize the original Transformers series for trying to be too funny by using jokes that are very racist. In the
Wow.
episode, Thief in the Night, the Transformers travel to the Arab nation of Carbamia. This shows that the writers thought it was okay to make it seem like Arabs are terrorists by including the word bomb in the name of the nation. To make matters worse, the Transformers were constantly saying the name throughout the entire episode. 2 rogue Decepticons take refuge to Carbamia, and they end up meeting the leader of the country, Commander Fakati. Fakati asked the Decepticons to steal a few monuments, and in exchange, he would give them oil. In the end, the Decepticons betray him and take over his country. After the Autobots liberate Carbamia, they make sure that Fakati promised to never steal Earth's landmarks again.
This
He
is just...
said, "I swear to you on the grave of my mother's camel, and my uncle's goat, and even my sister's donkey." It turned out that the fans were not the only people upset about this episode.
How can you think that's
The voice
okay?
actor did not find this funny at all, and that was one of the reasons why he decided to quit.
Wow, he actually decided to quit. I mean, shit, do what you gotta do, bro. That is not okay. They said we got oil money, and then they even made them promise not to sell oil to any bad people or whatnot. That is just like the US and Iran or Iraq, whatever country that this is supposed to represent. I'm sorry, I'm not too good on, you know, politics and world geography and what all that nonsense. These mofos are racist. Gosh, I didn't know Transformers, robots in disguise. I actually, for the longest, thought it was robots in the sky, as in like the sky, the blue sky, not in disguise, as in like wearing a mask off, and fucking mask on. You learn something new every day.
Number 8, SpongeBob. SpongeBob was
What
one
he
of the
do?
most successful shows that aired on Nickelodeon because children instantly fell in love with all the characters.
Yeah.
Many of them were not aware of the fact that this cartoon relied on suicide humor.
Oh gosh.
In one episode, Squidward became depressed and looked like he wanted to kill himself when he put his head in the oven. This was not the only time SpongeBob showed a character who wanted to take their own life. In another episode, SpongeBob managed to time travel to the Middle Ages.
I remember this.
And saw a guard who was trying to kill himself but couldn't do it. There was also that one time Mr. Krabs decided to spend weeks torturing his arch nemesis, Plankton.
Man!
Finally, Plankton was not able to take it anymore, so he lay down on the street and waited for a car to hit him. He stayed there for a very long time, and when Mr. Krabs found out, he didn't care at all. These 3 episodes,
Savage!
SpongeBob writers were trying to keep children entertained by using suicide jokes.
I mean, SpongeBob was a good show. It's a classic. And all these new episodes, I don't watch them, but I feel like they have to go to the little bit new extremes to capture the audience they once had. Because everybody, and I mean everybody, was watching SpongeBob. You were lying to yourself if you said you were a kid and you never saw SpongeBob. Like, it's impossible to have never seen SpongeBob ever. But when you look back at it, I do remember all these suicide jokes, all these extreme humor, and Squidward was so depressed because he had idiots for neighbors. If I was Squidward, I would be depressed too. Like, all I have is a low-paying job. I have no girl. I suck at the clarinet. I have no friends. Who wouldn't be depressed? Like, come on. Would anybody want Squidward's life?
Number 7, Hey Arnold. As many people know, Helga is obsessed with Arnold and is too afraid to admit her true feelings, which
Look
is
at
why
you.
she
You have a
pretends to hate
shrine.
him. It surprised many fans
Thirsty?
when Helga's love for him went a little too far. In one episode, she's writing her feelings down in a journal and said, "Arnold, you make my girlhood tremble." If that wasn't creepy enough, Helga watched Arnold undress in the same episode. In another episode called Timberly Loves Arnold, Leela asked Arnold if he wanted to hang out with her, and then she invited Gerald's little sister Timberly as well. She said that Timberly can only come if Arnold does not mind making it a threesome. Some people believe that the comment was innocent, while others think there was a sexual meaning behind it. Arnold later blushes after the joke is made, so it probably was not meant to be taken in an innocent way.
I don't understand, Helga. Like, you like my boy Arnold. You wanted to get with my boy Arnold, but you're over here bullying him, making fun of him, torturing him. How do you think that's the way to get a guy? You know, we're not kids anymore. We're not. This isn't 1996. You don't pick on your crush and then they fall in love with you. No, you show them love and affection. That's how you pull a bae. That is how you pull a bae.
Number 6, the Smurfs. It may be hard
Bro,
for some
who
people
watched
to
this?
believe that the lovable little blue people living in mushrooms are possibly racist. If you have ever watched the show, then you
They're
may
blue.
notice that the Smurfs never show any hate towards other Smurfs, unless they are purple. The purple Smurf is basically a Smurf who has been infected with the purple disease by either a purple fly or by another purple Smurf. At first, this may not seem that bad because it would make sense for Smurfs to be afraid of other Smurfs
They
that
get
carry
angry?
this disease. Well, it turns out that these zombie Smurfs
Oh,
were
wow.
not originally purple. In the comics, they were actually black. We also find out that the reason why Grouchy Smurf was such a jerk is because he used to be a black Smurf. The cartoon knew that they would receive criticism if they made the Smurfs black, so they decided to play it safe by changing the color to purple.
Bro, black people are not all bad. You see, me, I'm the nicest person ever. I'm a nice, friendly guy. You're never gonna find a way to get mad at me. Why is the connotation for black just evil and badness? Like, come on, we need to change that. Cause I am a good guy. I am a good guy, and I'm black. But you don't see me grouchy and running amok along villages and pillaging villages. Bro, what are Smurfs? They look like jelly beans to me. I don't even know.
Number 5, Rocko's Modern Life. This show revolves around the
this
life
weird
of a wallaby
show.
named Rocko and his friends Heifer and Filbert. Even though this cartoon was meant for children, it was filled with many jokes that only adults
Jack
would
all you
understand.
want.
In season 1, episode 8, Rocko lost his
Reminds
job
me of
at the
13 years
Mega
old.
comic store and began to look for a new job. Finally, he managed to find himself a job, but many children at the time did not know that he was actually working at a sex hotline. In the background, there was a sign that said, "Be hot, be naughty, be courteous." In an episode called Closet Clown, Ed Bighead felt ashamed of himself because he was working as a clown. Rocko tried to make him feel better by explaining to him that everyone has their secrets.
He's in the
that are
closet.
acceptable. Mr. Bighead was no
gosh.
longer upset, but he became very angry after finding out that Rocko loved rainbows.
Oh,
this episode
man.
was obviously an allegory for coming out of the closet.
Yep. How are you gonna be a clown and then in the closet? Like, pick one. No, I'm kidding, guys. Clearly, I'm kidding. Like, if you want to be gay, go ahead and do you, bro. But no, seriously, like, that show was the weirdest thing ever. They actually had a demolition place. It was called Jack All You Want. That just reminds me of 13 years old when I first discovered.
Number 4, Edd, Edd and Eddy. Just like
Ed
many
boy.
other cartoons, Edd, Edd and Eddy contain many jokes that are only meant for adults, yet the main audience was still children.
Yeah.
In one episode, Edd and Eddy are under the bed where there are plenty of dirty magazines and balled up
And used tissues.
Eddy even says he has a couple of months of supplies under his bed. If this is not enough evidence to prove that Eddy reads porn magazines, then the
he does.
between Edd and Eddy may change your mind. Edd tells
His bed
Eddy to
crusty.
go read a magazine, and this causes Eddy to complain because Edd
Red.
hid them from him. Edd mockingly says, "Oh, you read those?" After cleaning his room, Edd whispered in Eddy's ear that he was able to save his magazines. Eddy's love for printed pornography is brought up a few times throughout the show. In another
Don't
episode,
touch yourself.
there are notes posted all over the
Eddy!
bathroom, and it may be a little difficult to read what they say.
Get you a girl.
One note say flush, the other note says locked door, which is not dirty at all. The one note that did catch everyone's
Don't
attention
touch
is the one that
yourself.
said don't touch yourself.
Eddy, you have girls chasing after you, those 3 honking dog females. Y'all each get one girl. You're over here trying to touch yourself. Nah, get you some play, baby boy. Like, bro, come on. How you gonna have a female chasing you and then you're too interested in magazines and whatnot? Eddy, you need to put your priorities in place. Like, you need to realize you have a female trying to come after you. That doesn't happen often.
Number 3, Rugrats. This is one of the very few cartoons that managed to get away with using so many dirty jokes. When Chucky became obsessed with an inflatable clown doll,
Chucky annoyed me
Boppo,
for some reason.
Bill said a kid his age should be playing outside with his friends, not sitting alone in his room bopping his boppo. Bop is a well-known slang for masturbation, so it's hard to believe that the writers were not trying to be funny by adding a dirty joke. Another time they
Bopping
made a
his
sexual
boppo.
joke was when Tommy's dad said he was away doing male bonding and then pushed his 2 fingers together. Many children probably did not understand that
Yeah, I
male
didn't know
bonding
that.
actually meant sleeping with other men. In another episode,
Yikes.
Tommy says that he needs something hard and thin to help get a Chinese finger trap off of his fingers. This causes him to put his hand in his diaper so he can find a screwdriver. Maybe saying that it was a screwdriver that helped him get rid of the Chinese finger trap was just a way to hide the fact that
He was
actually
looking for
had to
his
use
other
something else.
screwdriver. Nah, but my boy Tommy was that dude. Like, look at him. He's like, what? He was the youngest out of the group, right? And he got shit done. He was the leader. He was running things. He was running everything. And he had a screwdriver. What other baby you know that can use a screwdriver except for Boss Baby? Come on, guys. Tommy Pickles was that dude to be.
Number 2, Dexter's Laboratory. This is
Mom
another
with the
cartoon
cakes.
that constantly tries to sneak in dirty humor, even though many children are watching the show. After getting sick and tired of Dee Dee, Dexter decides to call her into the office and tells her that she is fired. He ends up getting a lot more work done without her, but he soon realized that peace and quiet does not make him happy, so he begins to accept applications from older sisters. He eventually chooses Candy because he thought that she was very attractive. He made her dress up as Dee Dee,
Look
but as
at
soon as
them
she realized that
legs.
this was not a TV show, she quit. Before she left, Dexter asked her to dance with Dee Dee, but she said it would cost him an extra $50.
Pay them $50, my homie. Like, Dexter, I know you saw the way she looked. At least Dexter cool with it. He pays somebody to be his troublesome older sister. He's hilarious to me. His mom has the cakes, bro. His mom had the cakes. Like, I don't think there's any kid cartoon mom that had bigger cakes than her, except for Mrs. Incredible.
And number 1, Tom and Jerry. This iconic show was released
Oh,
in
this show was
1940,
racist.
and it was based around slapstick comedy. This cartoon shows a house cat named Tom who is constantly trying to catch a mouse, but usually ends up failing because Jerry is way too
Didn't they
clever.
kill themselves at the
For
end?
many years, Tom and Jerry had to face many obstacles, including explosions, dog bites, and mousetrap accidents, which is why it is understandable why these 2 characters would eventually become depressed.
Yep.
In the episode Blue Cat Blues, Tom is seen sitting on the railroad tracks because he wants to commit suicide.
Oh.
Jerry does not even try to stop him because he believes that it is better this way. Jerry begins to think about the events that led to Tom being depressed. In the episode, Tom meets a beautiful white female cat and he instantly has a crush
And
on
someone
her.
steals her.
Unfortunately, Mr. Butch, who is very wealthy and lives next door to
Yep.
the white cat, begins to develop feelings for her. In the end, she chooses Mr. Butch instead of Tom. He is
Pose, man.
broken-hearted and penniless, which is why he wants to end his life. Jerry starts to think about his own girlfriend, Toots, and is happy that she's been very faithful. At least that's what he thought. It turns out that Toots married another man behind
Oh,
Jerry's back.
gosh.
This causes Jerry to sit next to Tom on the railroad tracks, and the whistle of the train begins to get louder as the cartoon fades out.
Wow, that's sad. They killed themselves at the end just because their girls left them. Hey, girls are gonna do that. You gotta realize how to move on, how to bounce back. Last night I took an L, but today I bounced back. Yeah. But that was it for this video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. So those were inappropriate cartoon moments that will ruin your childhood. Those were some dirty jokes that they try to slide in these cartoon shows. You see, we didn't get it when we were younger, but now that we're older and we're smarter and we're more grown and we're involved like KSI, we get the jokes. We see what you're doing. We know where you're subliminal messaging to us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this video if you want to reply from yours truly, Prince Charming. My name is Prince Hawkham. Stay charming, my friends.
Yeah.